Incomplete pass on an errant pass.
High rush forward. Strong delivers near sideline. It's Riley Ridley will be ruled out of bounds before he spun and made the dive. So 3rd down and 4 coming up. Ridley's been there for him.
So what is up, everybody? This is your boy AJ Tripp. Now started the rapid reaction a little bit early here because we are coming down to the wire. The game is tied at 20. Alabama has made a tremendous comeback. They put in a freshman quarterback. So we're gonna sit here. We're gonna watch the end of the game. Maybe even go into overtime, and then we're gonna talk about it. This has been amazing. Don't forget, Georgia has a quarterback too that is also a freshman in Jeff Fromm. 4th down for Georgia. Alabama has forced the 4th down. 3:06 left to go in the 4th. Here they come.
The throw he put in Roquan Smith to no avail. Roquan has such great instincts and ability to diagnose. If you don't get a body on him, he's going to make the tackle. I promise you.
You know, the second consecutive overtime game for the first in Rose Bowl history.
Not the way he's throwing the ball. Let's see what happens here.
Gotta hurry again. Like winding down. Harris has the handoff, fights off a high tackle.
Another freshman, Najee Harris.
So 45. Barely got that play out. That was real close.
Yeah, right side here. Womack and Osnauer. Watch this double team. Working this way, they create a nice lane right there for the freshman to be able to get through there. Hey, again, he puts his foot down and accelerates upfield. He is a handful at 227 pounds.
5 tempo, testing the metal of this Dogs defense. Think about a lot of sideline round. It's easy pitch and catch to Ridley. Be careful. Calvin Ridley starting to get involved now.
Alabama going to make a comeback? Unbelievable.
Flag down. Going after Malcolm Parrish all night. Surprised Georgia's not putting a safety over top of him.
Personal foul. Face mask.
Hey, what is up, man? Alabama is going.
As he was tackling him,
they've got the momentum.
A stiff arm.
There's no doubt about that.
And it grabs onto the face mask and he's going down.
Oh, wow.
Ball at the 31-yard line. Already in fringe field goal range for the senior Papanastos. Run all the way. Chase down at the 25.
Great job on the left side again. True to their word. The coaches, we said, well, you've got more talented backs than Harris, Scarborough, Jacobs, and the freshman Harris. How do you pick who you're going to play at a crucial moment? They just said, it's kind of a feel. We just kind of feel it out. We got Najee Harris out there playing at the biggest moment of the year for Alabama. And playing well.
2nd and 4. They play a little cautious here. Well within field goal range. On left. Pounds hit and he'll be knocked out right at the line of scrimmage. 3rd down now.
Big Jonathan Ledbetter that time was the difference maker. He's able to get by that freshman.
Minute 2 left. This is interesting. Alabama, yeah, 2 timeouts. Georgia has 2 timeouts. So running back the freshman running back just went out of bounds on his last carry. So
13 straight points behind the freshman quarterback and freshman running back, and big play by the senior receiver. 3rd down. Keeper. Under by Lower. Lowers the head, shows the power, and gets a first down. He just ran over the senior Sanders.
They went right over top of him. Mentioned how strong he is, his lower body for being a young player. People forget that he can run the ball. He's not only slippery and quick, but he can be powerful. This is a big 3rd down and short. Dominic Sanders comes up. Safety up at the top, comes down quickly along with Carter. He's right there to make the play.
talking about a guy here.
Lowers that shoulder and gets 4 yards.
He's never started a game. Talking about and barely played. Running over a dude who's making his 53rd start in college football. Making himself an instant legend in football lore of the Crimson Tide. Alabama can finish off this drive with a game-winning score.
Manassas has struggled from the left hash earlier tonight, missing one. Got Sugar Bowl against Clemson also from that left hash.
Yeah, his last 2 misses before the one earlier tonight hit off the left upright. His opening miss tonight, you're right, it was an ugly one. Conversation with this guy, 20 years season ticket holder, Crimson Tide games, his family, going to games his whole life. Brian Denny. Screen keeper, Tagovailoa moves it to the right half. They're getting away from that yard.
Get off that left half. Georgia calls another timeout. You just have to think about the whole college football community out there watching, players, coaches. You go through so much in the off-season as a team, every team out there, winter conditioning, getting up at 5 in the morning, go through spring football, 2-a-days, sweating, you sacrifice, you commit so much hoping to be able to have a great year. And these two teams have been able to climb all the way to the top, winning in the semis, and now here they are tonight, and we're at 20-20 with 49 seconds left.
And it may come down to a young man who didn't get a scholarship offer from his beloved Crimson Tide. Epenastos had a good career in Oxford, Mississippi. Loved Ole Miss, but had a chance to sort of transfer back. Adam Griffith is a good kicker. That's why he didn't. Under center. Play clock winding down, and this will be it. Saban says, wait a second. You got that a little too close. Wanted a timeout. 6 seconds remaining. His quarterback.
He's frustrated because he wanted to run the play and then call the timeout, not let the clock run all the way down.
Here was Epenastos' first attempt. 40. Timing was never there, and he got a little aggressive with the plant foot. Made the correction later on. A couple of them.
Remember, you and I were at the Rose Bowl. They came into overtime. They went into double overtime, and Lorenzo Carter was able to use his entire body at 6'6", 243 to be able to block a field goal in the second overtime. Right there, hung in the air forever. Got his right hand on the ball and able to knock that away. You can bet he's going to be thinking about trying to have another opportunity to try to get up in the air and knock it down again.
Look who's back in the game at quarterback. Jalen Hurts is in the huddle now. His first snap of the second half. In 3rd and 6, Saban preferring the steadier hand, at least in terms of experience.
Because they're probably going to move over to the left a little bit and get a quick timeout.
To get down, they do. And this will be the final play to decide whether or not Alabama will roar back and claim a 5th championship.
Oh boy.
In 9 years. Prolong Georgia's drought in painful fashion. A miss, of course. We headed overtime.
And we don't have any timeouts remaining. So nobody's going to call a timeout. Nobody's going to get iced. They're going to line up and they're going to kick a field goal and either, as you said, win this game, win another championship for Alabama and Nick Saban, or we're going to head to overtime.
J.K. Scott, senior holder, punter, kickoff man, 7th career playoff game. Couldn't ask for a steadier hand as a holder. Snapper, Scott Meyer. You ready for this? A freshman from Georgia, by the way.
Of course. Of course. Need another freshman out there.
Epenastos.
All right, here we go.
Championship from 36 yards.
No good! He hooked it left! Overtime! Oh, man! Oh, man!
The Dogs have won. We're headed for overtime.
Oh, boy.
Freddie Kicker comes up short in that situation.
Yeah, you do.
Now, I don't want all y'all fools to go out there and start, getting on that kicker, and like you did like a couple years ago at the we missed the field goal. Was it the kick six? All your Alabama fans, don't go out there and do that now.
We've got natural grass most of the season. The plant puts a little tricky on these fields with the rubberized pellets. Alabama.
Woo!
Chance to win it. We're going to head to overtime. I just leave it here with a trophy.
This is going to be good.
they get the ball first or if they have to react to what Georgia does.
Captain's back out.
Congratulations to both teams. We still don't have a champion. We're going to keep playing until we get one. Alabama, you're still the visiting team. We're going to have another coin toss. The winner of the coin toss gets to decide either who gets the ball first or which end of the field that we play on. Loser of the coin toss gets the remaining option. Because you're still the visitors, we have the same coin. The football is heads, and the Mercedes-Benz Stadium is tails. What's your call?
Tails.
Tails is called. Here we go. It is a tail. You want to go on defense first?
Defense first.
That's what I thought. Which end do you want to play at?
And Gabriel seems to be enjoying another moment to spotlight here.
First down, going this way.
Jordan up first.
Jake Fromm.
It is at Cross Gaming. It is a tie game. It is going to overtime. It is 2020.
Had a very good first half.
I don't know if you noticed or not, but What happened is Nick Saban benched Jalen Hurts in the second half for a freshman quarterback. I can't pronounce his name. I'm not even going to try. But he's a left-hander from Hawaii, and he was electric. He brought the team back. 2020 tie, unbelievable.
60-40 in favoring of Georgia. They are at the Georgia end of the stadium. There are a lot of Georgia fans down here.
And now here we are in overtime, and Georgia has the ball first.
Overtime in a big college game.
Remember, on the perimeter and throwing the ball, getting it outside is where Fromm and Georgia's had their most success. He's making a check. Jeremy Pruitt yelling out to that Bama defense. They're also making checks.
Shoved. Met. Battles for just a few yards. You got to believe in your offensive line to test the front of the tie on that play.
Absolutely. It's almost like Jeremy Pruitt in the tie defense baiting the young freshman, giving him a certain look, knowing that he's willing to make checks at the line of scrimmage. And as soon as he started to come up to the line and make a check, instantly Jeremy Pruitt making the call out to Rashaan Evans.
By the way,
and Matt Wilson to make
either later tonight after the reaction or first thing in the morning, make sure you come back and check out my reaction to the Black Panther TV spot.
Get the corner. Levi Wallace stopped him. It's going to be third down.
But Minka Fitzpatrick anticipating, again, that pin and pull scheme where the outside receiver and the tight end try to come down and crack block, and then they pull that right tackle outside. By anticipating that, he's able to get upfield and force Chubb back underneath and inside where the rest of that Bama defense was. Remember, Wims is not in the lineup. His favorite target. He's been going more to Riley Ridley, number 8.
That's Michelle in the game, 3rd and 6. Pressure, flush, shot, way back at the 35-yard line.
You gotta throw that away, man.
We got a very long field goal attempt coming up.
In the Rose Bowl against Oklahoma, goes out here, the first overtime after that sack, and delivers for Georgia.
Many felt that was a huge field goal at the end of the half to steal 3 points. Not nearly as monstrous as that one.
Now let's keep in mind, not only Bama scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they don't, they've got to try to kick a field goal. There he is, Papanastis. How much is he thinking?
Papanastis. Now I can say his name.
Field goal attempt at the end of regulation.
Saban jumping around way out on the field. Gesturing to his offense. Tagovailoa. Dancing around. Circling back. Dropped! A disastrous first down play. Devin Bellamy got him back at the 42.
Wow.
Chris, that's a combination of great coverage.
Young freshman quarterbacks, you gotta throw that ball away.
Being a young quarterback not put in this situation, Bellamy almost gets him there. See, that's where you'd like to see him throw it away. Nobody's open. You gotta give up on the play, throw it away, get outside of the pocket and play on 2nd and 10. That's his youth right there.
Tagovailoa trying to make up for it.
Gordy, he got him! Touchdown! Oh, the game is over! Oh my God! Unbelievable!
The Crimson Tide will not be denied.
Oh man!
The true freshman, Tagovailoa,
Wide open!
Jay Smith, Alabama, breaks Georgia hearts. Nick Saban back on the summit where he has caught the bear with his 6th national championship. Bama has won 5 in 9 years.
And how fitting, Chris. And a night where we've talked so much about freshmen, it's true freshmen, the true freshmen, to win the game for Alabama.
A 41-yarder after the sack, delivering the victory in overtime to Alabama. To Tom Rinaldi.
Chris, you just said exactly the question.
Was that a good game or what?
How do you describe what you just coached here?
Well, I'll tell you what, the resiliency of our team to come back in the second half. Tua did a great job, gave us a little spark. Defense picked it up to overcome the adversity of missing the field goal in regular and then go win the game in overtime. It was a great football game. You got to give Georgia a lot of credit. They really played well in the game. But I'm so proud of our players for the way they come back to the game after the first half we played was not very good.
What led to the decision and what did you tell Tua?
I just thought we had to throw the ball in the game, and I thought he could do it better. And he did. He did a good job. He made some plays in the passing game. So, hey, it's just a great win, man. I'm so happy for Alabama fans. Great for our players. Unbelievable.
After what happened last year, losing with 1 second to go, the mantra all season was finish. How did you coach your team to do that tonight? What spirit did they show you there?
I told them in the beginning, I said, look, all we got to do is execute. We make so many mistakes in the first half. I mean, we were shooting at ourselves in the foot left and right. So I said, if we just go have poise and focus, execute like we do all the time, that's who we are. We'll have a chance to get back in this game. And the players believed it and came back and did a great job.
Your 6th national championship. You tied Bear Bryant for most in the whole era. Take a second and hear that. What does that mean to you?
You know, right now, I'm just happy for all these folks here. I'm happy for all these folks. I'm happy for our players. I don't care anything about that, to be honest with you. This was a great win for our players, and I've never been happier in my life.
Never.
Never.
Congratulations, Nick. Maria.
Thanks, Tom. Tua, you have never started a game on the college level, and yet you get to start in the biggest game of your life. When did you find out that you were going in?
I mean, I found out when we were in the locker room. Coach brought the quarterbacks together, and he made the statement that, Tua, you're going to start out the second half, and we're going to rotate the quarterbacks. See how things go. So we went from there.
What went through your mind when Coach let you know you were about to play in a national championship game?
My parents would be mad, but excuse me. First and foremost, I just like to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. With Him, all things are possible, and that's what happened tonight. But I mean, it was a team effort tonight. I mean, couldn't have been done without the defense getting us the ball back. Our O-line blocking, working their butts off, as well as our receivers. It was just a great team effort. And they were the guys that made me look good tonight. So.
When you saw that field goal was hooked left, you knew you would have to take the field one more time and try to win this game. I mean, what were you saying before you took the field again?
I mean, I didn't say anything. It was just going back in, just taking a play at a time, and that's what happened.
Now that you're a national champion, as a true freshman, I mean, describe what it means for you in this moment.
In this moment, I mean, it means the world. But at the same time, I mean, all glory goes to God. I can't describe what He's done for me and my family. Who would have ever thought I would have been here, right now, in this moment. So, I thank God for that, and I just like to thank my teammates at Coach State for giving me the opportunity.
And describe what you saw on that final game-winning play.
They had split safety. The safety on Vontae's side, on the single receiver side, he tried to disguise his coverage. I tried to look him off. He stayed in the middle. Then I went back outside. It was cover 2 on their side, but he stayed inside. So, I mean, I took a shot downfield and he caught it.
Congratulations. Thank you. Tom?
Let's go.
Here with Jalen Hurts. Jalen, you've just been shaking your head. You've had that smile on your face. Your reaction when you found out Tua was going to start the second half, honestly.
He was going to step in and do his thing. We have a lot of guys in the QB room that play really well, and he just stepped in and did his thing. Did his thing for the team.
In every offensive huddle, you were right there next to him throughout the second half and overtime. What was your message to him?
Ball.
Play your game, ball. You know, he's destined for stuff like this. He's built for stuff like this. You know, he has that impact, and I'm so happy for him, happy for this team. What does it mean to you to be a national champion? It's unbelievable. I dreamed about this. Congratulations, Jen. Hey, Chris.
Shows a lot of class because as a competitor, got to be bittersweet feelings. Meanwhile, Tagovailoa had to shake off a 16-yard loss in the happiest play. And that's like, get back to the 41-yard line. Not a field goal range.
Right. It was how about them coming right back to this fall? And you know, he mentioned how he moved the safety. This is the safety right here. Dominic Sanders moves into the middle of the field, gives him just enough. What you don't see is his head moves complete. Watch his eyes right here. His head is looking this way. He's trying to move the safety as much as he can, because if he does, he knows that he has Smith streaking down the sidelines. The eyes move the safety just enough.
And he oh, that was perfect. Oh, that was a perfect pass.
And the first catch of the night.
Perfect play.
For Smith. One of those true freshmen that played such a prominent role.
Man.
Really an incredible,
folks,
an incredible storyline.
This was
as long as college football was played, not just because of Saban's historic achievement.
You can't get a lot better than last year's game, but this came very close. Overtime. The storyline of Jalen Hurts losing his job to the young freshman.
I'll tell you what, after that sack, it didn't look real good.
Bama is the most controversial champion. You know, somebody on Twitter was just saying that the fact that they didn't win their title, but you know they didn't win their conference, but they won the championship.
It's the most important play, especially.
You know, listen, I don't know all about that. I think that if you know, this is why all this happened. This is why we had a playoff.
The biggest stage.
You know, and really we should have more. We should have an 8-team or a 16-team playoff, but we don't. We have a 4-team, and they thought Alabama was one of the 4 best teams in this, in the country. So,
teams, did everything that they needed to do to try.
Fair and square, they won it on the field, and that's only this isn't the Alabama LSU thing from 6 or 7 years ago. When it was the BCS, and the BCS thought that 2 teams in the SEC was good. This are people, and
our final score,
people making things like that. I don't think Ohio State got robbed. I personally would love to have seen University of Central Florida get a shot to play for the national championship. I cannot wait for that day when someone like UCF. When someone like Boise State steps up from the other 5 and steps in, or a Notre Dame, an Army, a Massachusetts, or a BYU, one of the 4 independents, step up and they get into the playoff and they get into the college football playoff championship. So, but listen, I think, to go to your comment, I don't think this is a controversial championship. If it is, I don't think it should be. I really don't. And however, I would like to see because I forget who it is, but I think the coaches have to nominate. They don't have to nominate. When they do the coaches poll, they have to put Alabama number 1. Now it would be cool to see the people in the AP put UCF number 1. And then that would really be fun to see, but this was an amazing game. It absolutely was. The storylines, the things, this kind of reminds me of what we saw this past weekend with the NFL playoffs and the Tennessee Titans game. Kansas City had a pretty big lead in the second half, and Tennessee came back and won. And this was Georgia had a was it 20-3 lead? I think they had a 20-3 lead going into probably mid-third quarter, and a couple of field goals and a couple of touchdowns from Alabama put them back in this game. You know, and then a missed field goal, the kicker who missed a field goal earlier in the game, he missed a game-winning field goal in regulation. They have to go into overtime. The quarterback for Georgia gets sacked on third down, long field goal, but that kicker, you know, kicks it and he makes the field goal, and then we start off Alabama's side of the ball, and then freshman quarterback again gets sacked. Not gets sacked. It's a 25-yard loss. But then the next play comes back and has that beautiful. I can't wait till you guys go and see this. It's a beautiful play. Not even play action. It's a beautiful way. He goes back. He looks the safety off, and then without even looking to see if he's covered or not, he throws it, and the receiver has gotten away from his defender, wide ass open, touchdown. Unbelievable. Let's see what Chris and Kirk kind of say.
Davis for the trophy presentation.
I would say that one was worth staying up late for, wouldn't you?
Yeah, y'all on the East Coast.
Finish to this college football playoff.
12 o'clock.
Alabama
11 here in Chicago.
Doing it in overtime, and now to present the national championship trophy from the college football playoff, the CFP Executive Director, Bill Hancock.
Thank you, Reese. First of all, I want to congratulate both of these fine teams for a great effort tonight and all throughout the regular season. And now it's my honor to present the national championship trophy to Coach Nick Saban and the Alabama Crimson Tide.
Amazing. It is amazing what Nick Saban has done going to Alabama there. It's incredible. 5 in 9 years.
You've spoken often of the resilience of this team. How would you describe?
There is no rebuilding in Alabama. It's just reloading.
Regulation, then having the sack and still finding a way to make the play to win the game. But I think the big thing that showed the resilience of the team is the way they responded at halftime after being behind 13-0, not playing very well in the first half. But I'm telling you, they just play the next play, man. Just keep playing the next play. Great competitors on this team, great mental toughness, and I'm really, really proud of this team for what they did tonight. What were your emotions as you watched the ball fly through the air?
Couldn't believe it. I could not believe it.
Did you know touchdown?
I know we're running Seattle, which is 4 streaks, and when I saw Speed come open on the other side and Tua throw it, I said, this is it.
Do you remember having a win that was that meaningful and that exhilarating in terms of the way it happened?
I think so, but you know, there's lots of highs and lows. You know, last year we lost on the last play of the game, and this year we won on the last play of the game. So these kids really responded the right way. We said last year, don't waste a failing. They sure did the way they played tonight.
Nick, congratulations on the national championship. You're 6th. Nick Saban winning for the 6th time. Now let's bring in the offensive player of the game, Tua Tagovailoa. Tua, you come in.
I still can't pronounce that. He just said it. I still don't want to say it.
3 touchdowns. How would you describe your emotion when you found out we were going into the game?
You know, first and foremost, all glory belongs to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Without him, all things.
God, no.
My teammates.
He gonna be one of these guys too that always says that. I mean, Jesus Christ.
You know, just blocking and just it was just a team effort, you know, and without them, it couldn't have been done. So it wasn't me, you know, it was all of them. And, you know, I'm glad we got to do this.
After the sack in overtime, tell me what you saw when you threw the ball to Devontae Smith.
They tried to disguise their cover 2. And when I dropped back, I looked the middle safety down. The cover 2 safety inside on the third receiver coming over. And I just went back outside and Smitty was open. So I took the shot and here we are now.
You got the championship. Tua, congratulations. A wonderful performance and a great comeback. Now let's meet the defensive player of the game, Deron Payne. Deron, you got a tremendous playoff open the semifinal tonight. What changed after the first half for you guys defensively?
I think we went in and just wanted to get mentally back.
So wow.
I think we came out the right way and everybody came out and wanted to
CBS Sports on Twitter has tweeted something that says Alabama's championship is good news for LeBron James. So when Alabama has won a championship, LeBron James has also won a championship. 2012, 2013, 2016, Alabama won championships. LeBron James won championships. Now here we are, 2018. Can LeBron James win another championship? God, let's hope not.
I feel amazing right now.
Well, Rashaan Evans is the guy that suffered a grisly injury on this field in the opening game against Florida State. I mean, you talk about muscle ripped from bone. He fought through all that, worked so hard to get back and be a leader on this defense. He deserves to celebrate.
Coach talked about the resiliency of his team when they were down at half, 13-0. But I'm going to remember this one for Nick Saban having the courage to make a move that's against the grain and put that man, Tua Tagovailoa, into this game and give him a chance to bring the Tide back to win that 5th championship.
His parents had relocated from the native Hawaii to Alabama, pretty close to their son. Again, a little brother is a heck of a quarterback prospect just down the road from Tuscaloosa. Wow. The it factor. Jalen Hurts put it in the perfect way.
It's amazing.
Devontae Smith, who made the touchdown catch, the Bear rolling along there, 6 national championships. Nick would tell you he's not trying to catch him, he's just running his race, but very young-looking Nick Saban there is going to be 6 national championships.
With quads like that, I don't know if the Bears going to be able to stay up.
66 years old, he told Tom Rinaldi he's never been this happy. Never. The Tide rally taken away from Georgia on the final play, 26-23. Back with more. The 2018.
Wow. I mean, really. The Alabama cheerleaders have the newspapers, Tuscaloosa News. This was just, again, this was an incredible game. And shout out to the rookie. You know, this is amazing. I put on Twitter when he started making his comeback. You know, the one thing Alabama doesn't need is another great mobile QB. Because he was running around, he was breaking tackles, he was making plays with his legs. So that was amazing. So it is something amazing. It really is. So I guess what I do, I guess I'll go talk about the entire college football season as a whole to kind of wrap this up. I thought I started off this season. I did my preview for this season. I said that there were going to be 4 undefeated teams that were going to make the national championship playoff. I predicted Michigan. I think I predicted. I wrongly predicted Florida State and Alabama, and I shouldn't have done that because they played the first week. But I believe my picks were Michigan, Florida. 2 made it. Oklahoma, Alabama. Neither one was undefeated. USC, Michigan were not even close, apparently. They lost too many games. But, and this season was good. Being a Notre Dame fan, you wasn't after coming off of last year, you didn't know what to expect. You were hoping for something good, and then you were surprised when they get off to a good start. They were dominant, powerful up front in the run game. But the quarterback was just too inconsistent. Brandon Wimbush, and they lost to Miami, and then they're down the stretch lost another game too. So they was just lost to Stanford, I believe. So they was just not, they weren't ready for it. And so and Notre Dame wants to get back, gets to make the playoff. I mean, they've seen what's going to have to contend with. Georgia, Alabama, and Ohio State, and Oklahoma, and so there are going to be some of these teams that go down. Well, Georgia has a freshman quarterback. Alabama, as you can see, they've got two quarterbacks. Jalen Hurts is still there, and they got this freshman Tua. They got him. Ohio State's still going to be around. Oklahoma's going to lose Baker Mayfield, so you don't know what's going to happen with them. But Clemson's still going to be there. Clemson was in the playoff this year. So, for Notre Dame to try to, make the playoff, they're going to need their quarterback play to step up. And I think that's what they need to do. They need to get. What's that guy doing? What are you doing? Some Georgia guy in there when the Alabama kicker missed the field goal. Some Georgia guy up there. What are you doing? So yeah, for Notre Dame is it's gonna have to be Ian Book, I think, or some other quarterback. I don't think it's gonna be Brandon Wimbush. Yeah, this college football, this was great. You saw the return of. I won't say. Can you say the return of my? Well, I would say this. Yeah, I would say that you saw the return of the University of Miami. I'm not gonna say the U just yet because I think to see the return of the U needs to be in this playoff continuously. They need to be every year, like Alabama and like everybody else. So Clemson and all of those. So it is what it is. So, but yeah, Miami's good. Is college football is always been they say pro football is better when Oakland is good, when the Bears are good, when the Giants are good, when those three teams are good, and the Cowboys are good. When those four teams are good, the NFL is good. And I think we got another proposal.
His girlfriend,
the offensive lineman,
is at the podium. She's checking it out. Yes, the ring is real.
His girlfriend is very hot.
Wraps up his college career with an overtime championship game win, and then has this beautiful moment. You're up, Alabama fan.
Yes. So number 75 of Alabama just proposed to his girlfriend. Whew. Good job, my brother. Good job. Anyway, so yeah, Florida State went down because they lost their quarterback, but I think they will continue to be relevant. And then the coach, Jimbo Fisher, goes from Florida to Texas A&M. So we're going to see how Texas A&M does. Some other coaching changes as well in college football to see next year, see how it goes. We're going to see Scott Frost, who took UCF, who was 0-12 a couple years ago, to an undefeated season. They having all kind of parades and parties, for the national championship until like they're the national champions. And I think that's so cool. He's going back home to Nebraska to try to bring Nebraska to relevance. So that's gonna be great. I think Auburn is still good in the SEC, and there's so many other teams that are gonna be so amazing. So a lot to look forward to in college football. And let's face it, we need to expand this playoff. We really do. It's not because Alabama got in over Ohio State or anybody else. This was, why not? This is great. This is great football. We need this. We need to get it to 8. We need to get it to 8. Preferably, we need to get it to 16. But I'm gonna take 8 right now. I mean, so that's what we need to do. I might even be willing to take 6, but it needs to be 8. So let's go ahead, man. Let's get this playoff to 8. So yeah, what a great game to cap a great season. Alabama 26, Georgia 23 in overtime. The national championship game. Amazing, folks. So just absolutely amazing. Alright, everybody. Once again, be on the lookout for my reaction to the Black Panther Rise TV spot. That should be coming very shortly. I want to thank everybody who stopped by and watched. CRS Gaming, Cross Gaming, Rob, E-Man, for commenting. Thank you guys so much. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. I do a lot of these. I do a lot of sports. Do a lot of wrestling to go along with things. I'm going to be doing podcasts that are going to be like almost, I don't want to say simulcast, but whatever. I'm going to be doing kind of a podcast type thing towards the end of the month where we talk about sports, and this is definitely going to be a big part of it. This national championship, so this is going to be good. So my next live stream might actually be this Thursday. My live stream this Thursday. Let's see. Yeah, I actually might do the live stream this Thursday. What I might actually do is then I might see if I can do the thing where you pull it and then maybe have it shown live or something. So I might do that. We'll have to see. But yeah, this is definitely I think definitely gonna be a live stream. I'm definitely gonna do a live stream. I guess over on Twitch. I don't know. Just listen. Here's what you do. Here's what you do. Subscribe to me here at A2020. Click the notification bell. Subscribe to me on my gaming channel, A2020 Gaming. Hit the notification bell. And make sure you go over on Twitch and you follow me on Twitch. So then, no matter what I do Thursday, whether it's here, whether it's on Twitch or whether it's on A2020 Gaming, you will know what's going on with me for my birthday stream. Alright, that is it for me tonight, y'all. This is your boy AJ Tripp signing off. As always, be good to each other, y'all. Be careful out there. I am out. Congratulations to the Alabama Crimson Tide, National Champions 2018.